Hello, this is Homeless in the UK. This time I would like to tell you something about how I met your mother. No, it's not your mother, how I met Tim and Charlie. I just finished at the work at Crisis. I am not sure if I told you already about the company. When you have a look at the map, now the Crisis is on the hill and there is not much water. There is close by, there is a reservoir called Pittsworth, and it is like massive water, and you think like, wow, you can have a bath. The problem is the access to the water. The thing is, you can't access to the water just from the bush, because it's muddy. It would be so difficult. So that's why it's always better to have some proper access. I know it doesn't sound so natural, but this is how it is. There is a car park which you can access. The problem is that there are cars parked. I would have to wait for the right moment to have a bath. I don't have the time for it. So whenever I worked in a crisis, I always had to go back to the Billing Aquadrome, have either a shower or have a bath in a river Nene. And this time I was like thinking, okay, am I gonna go to Billing Aquadrome again, or am I gonna go to the Brixworth? And when you look at the map, the distance, the Brixworth or the Billing Aquadrome are roughly the same. So I've been like thinking, am I gonna go there? Billing Aquadrome, there is a hot shower, I could go there. What I wanna say is that, I felt like something is drawing me to the Brixworth, and I didn't understand what it is. I just felt it, that something is going on. So I went there. So I have arrived to Brixworth. I wanted to have a bath, but it was already afternoon. After the job. It could be like 5, maybe 6 o'clock. The dark was already like the evening already started. I just went sleep without washing. So it happens sometimes. So I knew that if I didn't wash myself this evening, I have to wash myself the following morning. There is no chance, after the job. So the following morning, I went for a bath to my typical spot. This is my favorite spot for so long. I used to go there when I worked in a company doing the drains. We used to clean the drains. I was looking for the right spot, and I've seen on the map that there is a creek. So I followed the creek and I found the parking spot, and I found the place to wash. And I've been washing there myself in a winter, in a summer, and it is nice spot. after the wash, I've been recording some videos around the car. That time still it was the Vauxhall Astra one. It was beautiful day. It was a nice day. I recorded few videos about the car. I think I even recorded the cooking, and then I've seen the car, big caravan coming to the car parks. It was, I've seen such a vehicle for the first time, and interesting shape and interesting color. I think he was doing something at the back. I mean Charlie, but that time I didn't know him. I just saw a person coming out of the caravan. I just said hi, and then we started talk, and he invited me in, and I remember the feeling when I got in, because until then I was just living in my small Astra van. It was so big, from the first look when I got in, I could sit in. He's got like a seating for, and then he's got a kitchen desk, and then he's got a bathroom at the back. Oh, it looked so big. It looked so big, and I don't know if you remember the video when I am standing there together with the Tim and Charlie, and how much when I am straight, when I am standing, I have to bend my neck. But I didn't care about the height. I care about I just seen the space inside. That you have a vehicle which you can walk in. It's something like this van, but this is just a van. His one is like a motorhome. This one is like a, you can walk from here and to the bed, which is like 2 meters, but his one is like 4 meters. He has shown me everything in his van, and for me, everything's so big. So we were talking and talking. It was such a good time. So much space and so much comfort. Compared to my Astra van that time. It was unthinkable. It was like 5-star hotel. Amazing. Very nice. Charlie told me that the following day supposed to come his friend. I was already planning that I gonna go back, so I didn't want to stay, but I promised that, so I had to go at the address. It is like they sent me the message that I've got a mail or parcel. I think it's about a week. I have a week to pick it up. I knew that I haven't got much time left. From the Brixworth to the Billing Aquadrome, it's a quite long way. So but I promised that, so I said, okay, I gonna do it anyway. I had one evening left, so I went to the pub again, and it is my favorite pub. It's called George Inn. I've got few pictures which I'm gonna show you. So the following day I was introduced to Tim, and Tim, as you know, those who had a chance to meet him, or those who knows him over the internet, or through the YouTube, that Tim is different kind. When I met Tim, we were just talking and talking. Tim is totally different. He's so clever, and he has traveled so much, and he knows so much, and his brain is like from different level. It's like from different dimension. I believe he's got something like a big IQ, or something like 130, 140, maybe even more. And it is so interesting to talk to him. He knows so much, and he's got so much experiences, and he's got opinion on everything. He's like, wow, he's so smart. Then Tim came with the idea to get a dinner, because we were sitting, that night was quite cold. Charlie has been, his stove was burning. It was so cozy. When I was in my small Astra van, it was like the only time I could be comfortable was under my blanket, you know. But this time I was at the Charlie's van, and because he's got the stove, and when he heat up the stove, it is so it is so good, so good. You see, I have thought about the stove many times. I had already three big vans, let's say, and I always thought about the stove, and I always said, yes, it's a nice idea, it is nice and romantic, but you have to always, you know, what you have to think about is you have to always clean it. And this is what I discovered the following day. Charlie didn't clean it from the door, you know, from the bottom door. He was cleaning from the top, and he used the small, I don't know the word in English, small shovel, and then he used the brush. I just told him it would be such a good idea have a Hoover. He said yes, but where can I put it? And this is right, he doesn't have a space for a Hoover. You know, if anyone has a Hoover, give it to him. You know, he deserves it so much. He needs a Hoover. He just, you know, he's got his electric anyway, and he could run the Hoover easily. He doesn't have a space. He's got a big van, but he doesn't have a space for this Hoover. It would be such a good idea to have a Hoover. You know, we had a coffee, so many coffees that night. I have enjoyed it. And then Tim went for the dinner, and he brought the chips and fish, and then he got his curry because he likes curry. And then he brought a chicken, and we had a beautiful dinner. It was such a nice evening.
Oh, and you've got paper for your fire. You've got to be happy with that. Right, one of them is scampi and chips. Oh, I didn't realise I was on camera.
Yes.
I would have combed my hair. Right. Oh.
So what we've got?
Right, we've got scampi and chips.
All right.
There. We have bubblegum flavoured drink.
Oh yes.
Because
Lovely.
obviously I bought from the child's menu because it's cheaper.
Uh-huh.
We have cheesy chips and curry. That's mine, obviously.
Yeah.
So you two can fight over what's left.
Okay.
And so there's scampi and chips, there's cod and chips. So feel free to cut up the cod and scampi at your leisure, gentlemen. There it is.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. And Birra.
Cool. Yes.
Birra Moretti. What more of an evening could the gentleman ask for?
Fine.
Right, that's eyes. So you two share up the chips and the scampi and the cod.
Scampi. All right.
Thank you.
We spoke about so many things. You know, he's interesting in a similar stuff I do myself. It was such a good night. I have enjoyed it so much. Following day, when we went to help to Charlie with the firewood, and we were like helping, like I said, we were helping Charlie. You know, he's got this folding handsaw, which was, you know, it has such a small teeth, so that's why the sawing is so slow. As a man, we always think like, oh, how do things better, you know, you should have something better, but you know, he doesn't, so he has to work with what he's got. His day job is always to fill up the bag like this size, you know, this size bag. It can last him for 1 day or it's like for 24 hours of heating. He doesn't heat the food 24, but and plus, you know, now the winter is going to finish, so he doesn't have to eat. He doesn't have to heat anymore, which is great. And he's, you know, we keep complaining how slow it is, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He keeps sowing, you know, more and more and more, you know, because he knows that he doesn't have any other saw. And I tell him, you know, I have seen the saw, you know, on YouTube, and I have seen, you know, this saw on you know, on Amazon. You know, you should buy this and that. You know, we keep recommending him, and he doesn't care. He just keep cutting like a robot. So this is Charlie. I was hoping that I'm gonna find some more information about the George Inn. You know, I like this pub. It is nice and cozy. It has nice, you know, it is being built out of many different rooms, and I just like it there. It's you know, everything inside looks, you know, it's so what would be the right words? Cozy, and everything looks, I mean, from my point of view, looks so different. And I have tried to find something online, and there is nothing. There is nothing at all. The only thing you can find out that it is from 14th century, which is, you know, 600 years ago. They have recently changed the management, which is good idea after 600 years. What else? You can get all sort of food there. I have tried to read some of the comments. Some of them are not so happy. Some of them are okay. So, you know, if you want to have a look, it's up to you. So the next thing I can talk about, I mean, I can't talk about it, but on TripAdvisor, you've got like a five tips, you know. The first one is All Saints Church. Then the second one is Brixworth Country Park. The third one is Brine Vineyard. The fourth one is Brixworth Village. And the fifth one is Spratton to Kingsthorpe Rail Walk. So these are the 5 things you can be interested in. It's up to you. Have a good day.
Now you've had one comment from me.
No, you can keep talking because this is a B-roll. I'm gonna use it just for
B-roll. Oh, you know what B-roll is? Good. I was just about to explain that to you.
Yeah.
Everything is possible.
Everything is possible. It depends how you use it.
But Sherlock Holmes said, attempt the impossible and you will fail. You catch me, Martin,
yes,
during my editing process.
Yes.
So this is maybe 5 episodes before this moment.